what a time to be alive. Some weird Apex news today, ranging from all over the place. News that I'd never thought I'd hear, news that I was kind of expecting to hear, and then some actions that took place that I was really surprised by. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for clicking. If you guys don't mind, please do hit that like button while you're here. Subscribe to the channel because it helps me a ton and it's completely free. And just so you're aware, I announced a PS5 giveaway in my last video, so make sure to go check it out right after this one. But if you watch to the end of this video, I'll just put it in the end screen for you. So where do I even start with this video? I mean, there's so many different topics. I guess we'll just jump right into it. You guys know pros seem to have this cliche idea that, you know, everyone knows that, oh, pros are crybabies, pros complain about this, pros hate that. Well, anyways, here is like a little bit of a self reflection, I guess, from Snipe Down. I want to show you guys. And he said, I'm losing my mind already. I'm so competitive and I feel like I always get the bad end of the stick when it comes to things out of my control, and I don't want to sound like a whiny you know what, but when I compete, I expect everyone to be on the same terms, not any loopholes. And this all sparked from a previous tweet he made saying taking a break from all socials and streaming for the next few days and not enjoying Apex at all right now and need a mental reset been building up for the past week since the newest season launch. And this kind of ties into the last video that I made, is that it can be a really dangerous situation that we're entering right now, where we're back to Kings Canyon full time, and well, not full time, but as the main map of the season 8 launch. And if players and pros don't like this, then it could really be bad for the health of Apex, because as soon as content creators and streamers start bashing it, then all of their fans are probably going to agree and feel the same way and stop playing. So that's why it's very important for content creators and streamers to be on board with Respawn, or for Respawn, I guess, to say win their hearts in the season, because sadly I feel like we're about to start seeing some damaging effects of what it's like for content creators and streamers to not enjoy a season. And Bronzy and Rogue both replied and said, yeah, I can see this, but it's bound to happen. It's much better than any other for sure, but I def can see the frustration. And Rogue said, yeah, it's definitely not as fun, but this was one of the better ones. Improvement, at least. I had a great time. In time, I hope there's some sort of way. And they're referring to the Lulu Lovely $100,000 tournament that they were having, and so many frustrations with the tournament and based upon the map and the rules and all this stuff. So I think personally also, it's not just the map, it's the fact of esports in general for Apex are not overall that solid. But at least he did self-admit and kind of call himself out on being whiny at points. And I think a lot of people in the comments are definitely quick to say the pros are whiny, the pros are whiny. And I think at least they are starting to realize that they are whiny at some points, but it is kind of a passionate reason for them. All right, and into the good stuff. This is what I've been waiting for to tell you. So last night, actually, I think right when I woke up this morning, I saw this message from Apex Legends News on Twitter, and they said there's been a lot of complaints about the Apex Legends servers lately, and you guys know it's all in the comments of my videos. Everyone's saying we need servers, the servers are bad, and it's obvious. I mean, Apex servers are not top tier or the best. So he said Respawn said they are constantly working on the servers and will share in-depth plans for future server improvements soon. We have not heard something like that in quite some time. So Ryan Rigney, which is a developer at Respawn, the director of communications, which in fact just joined Respawn a couple of months ago, and I actually congratulate him and was like on Twitter saying, you know, go be the voice and go make the change that we all want to see. And he has been a very prominent voice in the Apex community lately. And basically someone asked him on Reddit, are you going to fix the server issues? This is seriously the best game out there, and I'm on the edge of quitting it forever just because you cannot get the back end figured out. And Ryan actually replied in just an hour, which is a pretty fast response time. So that's pretty good news. And he said, it's a pretty tricky question, but the answer is yes. We want to fix whatever issues people are running into. Connectivity issues can come from a lot of different places. Sometimes we run into issues with servers and we try to address them as we see them. One thing is that helps us out is when players tell us specifically which issues they're running into. A lot of times we're starting to seeing a lot of similar reports. That helps us solve it faster. We've got people working on the servers all the time. Actually, they ship out a bunch of small tweaks that don't necessarily get blasted out with huge press release. So my request, keep us honest. Let us know in as great detail as possible what you're running into, and we'll always do our best to solve it, especially if it seems like something widespread and not on the user side, like a temporary internet service provider issue. But the long story short of that is that Respawn said they are constantly working on the servers and will share in-depth plans for future server improvements soon. That's really good news, because honestly, in the past like year, I don't think they've said anything about the servers. They've just kind of been hush hush about it, but now they're finally at least talking about it and saying and putting the community at ease, in my opinion, by saying, look, we're looking into it. We're going to make some fixes. We're going to show you what we're working on. And I think that's a really good start. All right. And lastly, some juicy part of the video. I don't know if you guys are really interested in this, but this is where things get a little spicy. Oh gosh, I'm so weird. So this is some nice beef drama, I guess you would say, if you guys are interested in that, but I'm not going to really give an opinion because I think it's very obvious the way you should feel about this. But anyways, let's jump right into it. Basically, it all started yesterday. Someone posted on Twitter named Simply Amazing and said, holy crap, that I just set a world record with Fuse posting a champion page with 35 kills and 7 2,000 damage. Then Kev the King actually retweeted it and said, LOL, imagine bragging about getting 35 kills by exploiting a bot lobby glitch. Oh, what a roast. What in the world? And then as soon as he posted it, he actually got blocked by the guy. So fast forward a couple of hours and Simply Amazing made a tweet regarding it. And he said, okay, time to own it. I unintentionally ended up in a bot lobby glitch while solo queuing. And when I noticed that it was a bot lobby, I took advantage and got the 20 bomb. I didn't expect the tweet to blow up or offend anyone by claiming it to be a world record. I've been dropped from Pride and I'm sorry. And then here's the official post from Pride, which is, I guess, his team or organization. And he said, it's come to our attention that one of our members posted a unique stat line claiming a world record in Apex Legends. Unfortunately, this was accomplished in an undesirable way, talking about the bot lobby glitch. Out of respect for the Apex community and our players, we've decided to part ways with the member. Now, I don't know who Pride is, but this is a massive win for Pride. Kudos to them for sticking up for the Apex community and sticking up for what is right. But going on back what he said that he got into a bot lobby unintentionally. I don't understand what that means or how you can unintentionally get into a bot lobby without exploiting the glitch that's there. I don't know. It just literally does not make any sense to me whatsoever. Now, I know I said that was the last thing, but I did want to mention one more thing, is that on my last video, a lot of people seem to be very confused as to what I meant about the mobile launch. And I know I kind of specifically talked about the mobile launch, but I'm pretty sure along with that mobile launch is the Switch launch as well. So many people have said, have you heard anything about the Nintendo Switch launch? Well, the Apex Legends Nintendo Switch launch, I'm pretty sure is like right on course with the mobile launch. So we should be getting like a soft launch next month. But keep in mind, that does not mean that you're immediately going to be able to play it, because it is unfortunately going to be restricted to, I guess, certain areas or certain age groups. It just said it was going to be limited to a certain amount of people or certain people. I don't really know what that means, but only some people are going to be allowed to play it. And so a lot of people are wondering, when this comes out, will we have cross progression? Will we actually be able to play with our accounts that we have now? Now, they did say that they were trying to implement cross progression more in the future, but they haven't really talked about it here lately. There are some things they've done in the past that look like more of an update towards the direction of cross progression, and maybe by the time it comes out, maybe they will have cross progression more completed. And also, we did just find out some really incredible news that big legend changes are coming. Pathfinder will finally be taken off of low profile and probably be put back up near the top. Now, this is not an absolutely massive change, but it is a change that I think will boost Pathfinder closer towards the top of the legend tier list. Now, another legend change they did mention, and this is absolutely massive news for those of you that have been talking about this for a very long time, is that they're wanting to change Loba's tactical ability in a way that makes her feel a lot better, in the sense of her tactical ability being used faster and not feeling so sluggish, but also not making her too overpowered. So they did say one thing we are trying is just make it feel better while not adding too much power. We're currently playtesting a version that does not slow you down at while the bracelet is in the air and doesn't slow you down when you arrive at your target location. Bit scary, but been testing well so far. So while there isn't an ETA, we hope to ship something for Loba's tactical soon. Now, not only was it Loba, it was also Revenant, and they said about Revenant, truth be told, I really would like to buff Revenant in a way that gives him the power he needs without making him a lot more frustrating to fight. That would imply stuff like hitboxes or his passive. We would see the suggestion to give him infinite climb height a lot, but it turns out that this isn't as quite as simple as tweaking a number. We'll need some time to figure out how the best way to make that happen is. I'm also doubtful that it would actually meaningfully buff him, but it definitely would feel better. And here's some absolutely amazing news. Everyone knows that there's been a lot of rage going over Caustic and how he needs a nerf. And then they actually did reply today on Reddit when someone asked about a Caustic nerf, even though all of this drama has been going around with Caustic. They said, good question. I think ever since the change to gas allowed teammates to play in gas with relatively no repercussions, there was a lot of unrealized potential that was quickly tapped into within the past couple months. Caustic is undeniably strong and has the highest win rate in matches that last longer than 20 minutes. Caustic plays a unique role as a defensive legend that can act offensively in certain scenarios, and we have to make sure we can tweak him in a way that removes frustration without hurting how it feels to play as Caustic. So at least they did finally address the issue with Caustic and how so many people have been complaining about him. So hopefully we will see a fix for that in the future. I love how I said that this was the last thing like 3 things ago, but sorry for that. But if you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for some more Apex Legends content like this. Also, make sure if you do want to enter into a PS5 giveaway, make sure to go watch my last video. I'll leave it on the end screen in just about like 20 seconds or so, and then you guys can go click on that video. It'll be the video that's on the left, I believe. Yeah, it's on the left because I'm gonna put it there. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Make sure to go follow me on Twitter down in the description below, join me on Discord, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, Subscribe to me on YouTube. What else is there? I can't think of anything else. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Have a great rest of your day and peace.